So you're ready for step 13 and 14. In step 13, you are going to attach a long strip, one of your long, roughly 40-inch strips, to one of the top or bottom edges of the mask. Actually, you're going to do both eventually, but choose one and start there. So you're going to find the center of your 40-inch binding strip. Again, approximate is fine. You don't need to measure this out. You're going to put the wrong side of the fabric face down onto the back side of the mask. Then you're going to sew a 1/4 inch from the edge, and that's what I've already done here, just so you can see, and we can move on to the ironing step. So once you've got that binding strip attached to either the top or the bottom, you're going to take the fabric and you're going to fold it over that seam that you just created. It's going to be a little bit tough because you've got that dart that you created earlier. Just do the best you can to get everything flat. We're going to press that right in. This is a lot like the side binding that you just created. You've just got a much longer strip to work with. Once you've got that pressed in, we're going to turn the mask over. Now we've got these long strips attached that we didn't have to deal with on the side, so we need to take care of those by folding approximately a 1/4 inch, so the same as the seam allowance you just used to attach this strip. You need to fold that over and give it a good iron. When you get to the end, don't forget to turn the end of the strip in so that you don't have a raw, unfinished edge at that end of your tie. Once you got that, we're gonna just keep doing our 1/4 inch turn. Again, I'm not measuring this, I'm just eyeballing a 1/4 inch. As long as you get it somewhat close, you should be in good shape. Let's go ahead and turn it and do the same thing on the other side of the strip. Get our 1/4 inch there. Fold the end in. Keep doing our 1/4 inch. Now we just have to do something very similar with the top of the strip. Again, we're going to fold it down approximately a 1/4 inch. If you've ever made your own bias tape, that's basically what we're doing here. We're just doing it with it partially attached to the mask already. Position. Running out of ironing board. There we go. And now, just like we did on the side binding, we are going to simply fold it over the edge of the mask. And this time we're going to keep folding it as we go down the tie. Same thing on the other side. Again, I'm a perfectionist, but it's not really necessary to be completely exact here. Just get that raw edge of the mask covered. Just like I did on the side binding, I'm going to add a couple pins just to keep it in place where I've folded it over the mask. You may want to pin down the entire length of your side tie. I typically don't. I just run it over to the sewing machine and run a line of stitches right up towards the edge. Do make sure you kind of stay towards the edge, not the fold, just to make sure you capture those 1/4 inch turn-ins all the way up the tie. So I've got this pinned, gonna run over to the sewing machine, and I'm gonna run that line of stitching the full length of the tie, just like I've already done on this side. Once you got that done on the top and bottom, you're all set. Your mask is done and ready to be donated.